Today we're going to explore the profound teachings of Neville Goddard and how they can help you reshape your life. According to Neville, your thoughts shape your reality, and by changing your thoughts, you can change your entire existence. Let's dive into Neville's wisdom and discover how you can trick your mind to manifest the life you desire. In Neville's philosophy, there's a fundamental truth: you are the creator of your reality. Nothing outside of you has the power to harm or hinder you. Neville has a clear message: blaming others or yourself for your situation only makes things worse. He says that your thoughts are the main reason for your pain and unhappiness. To stop feeling this way, you need to change how you think and what you believe. Blaming others or yourself doesn't help. It just keeps you stuck in the same unhappy place. If you want to feel better, you have to change your thoughts. It's like switching tracks on a train. Instead of heading towards more suffering, you can choose a different path by changing your thoughts. Let's say you're unhappy because you don't have enough money. Blaming yourself or others for this won't solve anything. It'll just make you feel worse. But if you change your thoughts and start believing that you can attract abundance into your life, things can improve. Changing your thoughts isn't always easy. It takes time and effort. But it's worth it because it can lead to a happier and more fulfilling life. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, you can start focusing on what's right. You can start looking for opportunities instead of obstacles. One way to shift your thoughts is through affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you could say, "I am worthy and deserving of love and happiness." By repeating affirmations like this, you can reprogram your mind to think more positively. In Neville's teachings, the concept of "I amness" holds profound significance. It asserts that your consciousness is the foundation of your reality. Blame dissipates when you realize that your consciousness is the sole creator of your experiences. Neville Goddard has a powerful message for us. Stop blaming others or external circumstances for what happens in our lives. Instead, he urges us to recognize the immense power of our own consciousness. According to Neville, our awareness is the only reality, and it holds the key to shaping our destiny. Blaming others or external factors for our problems is a common habit. We might blame our boss for not giving us a promotion, or our circumstances for holding us back. But Neville challenges us to look within ourselves and realize that our consciousness is the true driving force behind everything we experience. Think of your consciousness as a powerful force that shapes the world around you. It's like the captain of a ship, steering the course of your life in whichever direction you choose. When you blame external forces for your problems, you give away your power. But when you take ownership of your consciousness, you reclaim that power and become the master of your own destiny. So how do we harness the power of our consciousness to shape our destiny? Neville teaches us that it all starts with our thoughts and beliefs. Our consciousness is like a garden, and our thoughts are the seeds we plant. If we plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, we will reap a harvest of problems and obstacles. But if we plant seeds of positivity, confidence, and abundance, we will reap a harvest of success and fulfillment. One of the keys to harnessing the power of our consciousness is to become aware of our thoughts and beliefs. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. Are these stories empowering and uplifting, or are they limiting and self-defeating? By becoming aware of our thoughts and beliefs, we can begin to weed out the negative ones and replace them with positive affirmations and intentions. Let go of the illusion of separation and recognize that your consciousness is interconnected with the entire universe. Your thoughts reverberate through the fabric of reality, influencing not only your life but the world around you. Neville Goddard teaches us that the world we see around us is not just what meets the eye. Instead, it's like a mirror reflecting our thoughts and beliefs. He says that everything we perceive, from the people we meet to the situations we encounter, is a direct result of what we imagine and assume to be true. Imagine your mind as a powerful projector, constantly emitting images and ideas into the world around you. These mental projections, shaped by your thoughts and assumptions, act as blueprints for your reality. Just as a movie projector brings images to life on a screen, your mind brings your thoughts and beliefs to life in the world you experience. According to Neville, what we often perceive as accidents or fate are not random occurrences at all. Instead, they are the direct manifestations of our subconscious thoughts and assumptions. For example, if you constantly worry about being late for appointments, you may find yourself encountering unexpected delays or traffic jams, seemingly confirming your fears. Similarly, if you hold deep-seated beliefs about your worthiness or deservingness, you will likely attract experiences that validate those beliefs. If you believe you are unworthy of love or success, you may find yourself in relationships or situations that reinforce those negative beliefs. However, the flip side of this is that by changing our thoughts and assumptions, we can change our reality. Neville teaches us that we have the power to rewrite the script of our lives by shifting our focus and beliefs. By consciously directing our thoughts towards what we want to create, we can begin to reshape our reality from the inside out. For example, if you desire greater abundance in your life, start by shifting your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Instead of dwelling on thoughts of scarcity and limitation, focus on thoughts of prosperity and abundance. Visualize yourself living a life of abundance, feeling grateful for the wealth and opportunities that surround you. As you align your thoughts with your desires, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in your reality. You may find unexpected opportunities presenting themselves or doors opening where there were once only walls. These are the signs that your manifestations are beginning to take shape in the world around you. However, Neville reminds us that manifestation is not just about wishful thinking or positive affirmations. It's about embodying the feeling of already having what you desire. This means not just thinking about your desires but feeling as if they are already a reality in your life. Neville Goddard, a renowned teacher of manifestation, emphasizes the profound connection between our consciousness, imagination, and reality. He teaches that our consciousness serves as a bridge between the unseen realm of imagination and the physical world we perceive around us. This concept holds tremendous power, as it suggests that our thoughts and beliefs have the potential to shape our lived experiences. According to Neville, the key to manifestation lies in aligning our thoughts with our desires. When we focus our attention and intention on what we want to create in our lives, we activate the creative power of our consciousness. By consciously directing our thoughts towards our goals, we begin to sow the seeds of manifestation. Imagine your consciousness as a garden, with your thoughts and beliefs as the seeds you plant. When you nurture positive thoughts aligned with your desires, you cultivate an environment conducive to growth and manifestation. Conversely, when you allow negative thoughts or doubts to take root, you inhibit the manifestation process and create barriers to your success. To harness the power of manifestation, start by clarifying your desires and setting clear intentions for what you want to create in your life. Whether it's achieving a career goal, finding love, or experiencing abundance, be specific about what you want to manifest. Once you've identified your desires, focus your attention on them consistently. Use visualization techniques to vividly imagine yourself living the life you desire. Picture yourself achieving your goals, experiencing success, and feeling fulfilled. Engage all your senses in the visualization process, making the experience as real and tangible as possible. As you visualize, align your thoughts with your desires, affirming your belief in their manifestation. Repeat positive affirmations that reinforce your intentions, such as, "I am worthy of my desires, I am capable of achieving my goals," or, "I am manifesting my dreams into reality." By affirming these statements regularly, you reinforce your belief in your ability to manifest your desires. It's essential to maintain a state of unwavering faith and trust in the manifestation process. Trust that the universe is working in your favor and that your desires are on their way to you. Release any doubts or fears that may arise, knowing that they only serve to block the flow of manifestation. As you continue to align your thoughts with your desires, be open to receiving guidance and opportunities from the universe. Pay attention to synchronicities, signs, and intuitive nudges that may guide you towards your goals. Trust your inner wisdom and intuition to lead you in the right direction. Remember that manifestation is not about forcing or controlling outcomes but rather about aligning with the natural flow of the universe. Stay open and receptive to the possibilities that present themselves, trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. Incorporate gratitude into your manifestation practice, expressing appreciation for the blessings and abundance already present in your life. Gratitude amplifies the vibration of positivity and abundance, attracting more of what you desire into your reality. So, how can you apply Neville's teachings to transform your reality? Start by cultivating awareness of your thoughts and assumptions. Recognize that you have the power to choose your thoughts and shape your destiny. To enhance your mindset and break free from negative thoughts, incorporate daily affirmations and visualization exercises into your routine. Affirmations are simple, positive statements that you repeat to yourself to cultivate a more optimistic outlook. Visualization involves vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals and living your ideal life. Begin by identifying the areas of your life where you hold limiting beliefs or encounter challenges. These may include doubts about your abilities, fears of failure, or feelings of unworthiness. Once you've pinpointed these areas, create affirmations that directly counteract these negative beliefs. For example, if you struggle with self-doubt in your career, you might repeat affirmations such as, "I am confident in my abilities, I am worthy of success," or, "I am capable of achieving my goals." Repeat these affirmations daily, ideally in the morning or before bed, to reinforce positive beliefs and reprogram your subconscious mind. Visualization is another powerful tool for reshaping your mindset and manifesting your desires. Take time each day to visualize yourself living the life you want with as much detail and emotion as possible. Close your eyes and imagine achieving your goals, experiencing success, and feeling fulfilled. Visualize yourself in specific scenarios, such as giving a successful presentation at work, receiving praise from colleagues, or enjoying financial abundance. Engage all your senses in the visualization process, imagining the sights, sounds, and sensations associated with your desired outcomes. As you visualize, focus on embodying the mantra, "I am," affirming your innate divinity and creative potential. Repeat this mantra silently or aloud as you visualize, reinforcing your belief in your ability to manifest your desires. Embrace the power of "I am" to affirm your worthiness, strength, and capability. Recognize that you are a divine being with the inherent power to shape your reality. By embracing this mantra, you tap into your inner strength and unleash your creative potential. Consistency is key when practicing affirmations and visualization techniques. Make them a regular part of your daily routine, setting aside dedicated time each day to focus on them. Over time, you'll begin to notice shifts in your mindset and behavior as you internalize positive beliefs and align with your desired outcomes. In addition to affirmations and visualization, consider incorporating other mindfulness practices into your routine to support your mindset transformation. These may include meditation, journaling, or breathwork exercises. Meditation can help quiet the mind, reduce stress, and cultivate inner peace, making it easier to connect with your inner wisdom and intuition. Journaling allows you to explore your thoughts and emotions more deeply, uncovering underlying beliefs and patterns that may be holding you back. Your thoughts are the building blocks of your reality. Choose thoughts that align with your desires, and watch as your reality begins to shift in remarkable ways. We live in a society that is far removed from the spiritual law. The first thing that we do when our wishes don't come true is that we start blaming others. But in fact, this kind of behavior invites more worries and more problems into your life, since each of your thoughts has to be manifested in your life. According to Neville Goddard, your assumptions become facts. So it means that if you blame others for the problems you have in your life, they will start causing problems in your life. It's because you are assuming that they are causing problems, and this assumption will become true. You see, people spend a great deal of time blaming others. They blame the government, they blame institutes, they blame circumstances, they blame their parents. But in fact, nobody is responsible for what has happened, or what will happen in your life, or even anywhere in the world. Even you aren't responsible for what happens in your life, or for whatever you do. If you blame others or yourself, you need to understand the concept of I amness. The concept of I amness suggests that nobody can be blamed for anything. Even you can't blame yourself. Only your consciousness or awareness is responsible for all the occurrences and happenings. So your consciousness is responsible for everything. Here's what Neville Goddard says: I am, or the awareness of being, is the only reality. We were taught from an early age to attribute our problems to outside forces, which is one of the key reasons why we frequently do so. It's not difficult to understand why people are referring to their misery as outside forces when we consider the society in which we live as well as intrusive religions that want to dominate people's minds. It implies that it is natural for us to place the blame for events in the world on something or someone. Furthermore, when there is no one else to blame, those who believe in an external God often even assign the guilt to God. The law, however, quickly makes it clear that no one is to blame, not even ourselves, because we didn't know any better in the first place. Neville Goddard says, "Your consciousness, my consciousness, is the only true foundation in the world." So according to him, consciousness is the only reality. Our consciousness, which is actually our I amness, is the foundation of everything. Our awareness is the only cause. So you don't need to blame others. You don't need to blame yourself. You don't need to blame God for what happened in the world. It wouldn't have happened if you weren't aware of it. Your consciousness made it happen because it made you aware of it. So your consciousness is the only cause. Everything we experience in the world is a result of our imagination or I amness. The shadow world is a manifestation of what you, I, and other people imagine. Since separation does not exist, what we manifest affects not just us, but also the entire world, and vice versa. And you will be affected by what you desire for other people. Anything outside of you, outside of your current level of consciousness, is not anything you can experience. Neville Goddard says, "What you have assumed you are, you will become. You have already become what you are because you once assumed that you were it." Everything in the world is just like that. It's all imagination. Neville referred to the universe as the shadow world because it lacks independent will and consciousness, and is merely a reflection of our thoughts, speculations, and beliefs. What people refer to as accidents, fate, or circumstances are the products of someone's imagination. The situation you are in now was once only in your imagination, therefore, at some point, it had to become reality. However, as you probably didn't intentionally imagine your undesirable circumstances, either are you. You automatically made them up by allowing your vivid imagination to run wild, without realizing that it was your I amness, and that it was what produced reality. Let me now include a few lines from Neville Goddard's book. Here is what he says: "When you and I really become conscious of being Christ, we too will straighten the arms of the withered and resurrect the dead hopes of men. We will do all the things that we could not do when we felt limited by our family tree. It is a bold step and should not be taken lightly, because to do it is to die. If John, the man of 3 dimensions, is beheaded or loses his 3-dimensional focus, Jesus, the 4th-dimensional self, may live." These lines have been taken from his lecture, "No One to Change But Oneself." Here he says that giving up on the encumbering beliefs that we have carried until now is to die in our John the Baptist self, which is our old self, our 3-dimensional self, and to rise in our Jesus self, which is our 4th-dimensional self. Neville Goddard suggests that we leave behind all our beliefs because, according to Neville Goddard, by doing so, you buy the pearl of great price. You have to leave behind all the secondary causes and accept the fact that you are God. Simply put, don't trust the shadow world because it is not real. It is a 3D world that is in fact an illusion. The real world is our imagination, which is a 4D world. We have to go there to make changes in our 3D world. There is no power in the 3D world because it's old news, it is just a shadow, it is dead. In real life, the power to change your circumstances lies in your imagination because it is your I amness. You must wake up to the fact that you are the operant power and let go of all secondary reasons that you believe in. And if you have operant power, either nobody nor anything can do anything for you. So, for example, giving over your own power to a tarot card reader by thinking that they can tell you what to do or what to expect additionally, it shows that you think your surroundings and yourself are separate from one another. Nobody can picture your life more accurately than you. When you believe that whatever thing or person has more power than you, your God self, you are giving your power away. Your whole world and your whole reality are imagined by you. Neville Goddard says, "I am is not interested in man's opinion. All its interest lies in your convictions about yourself. What do you say of the I am within you? Can you answer and say, I am Christ? Your answer or degree of understanding will determine the place you will occupy in life. Do you say or believe yourself to be a man of a certain family, race, nation, etc.? Do you honestly believe this about yourself? Then life, your true self, will cause the conceptions to appear in your world, and you will live with them as though they were real. You can't blame anyone because your whole world and everything that it contains is imagined by you. This concept is hard to accept for many people, but when you understand it, you will become unstoppable. Now, if your current situation isn't in accordance with your desire, it doesn't mean that it can't be manifested. It simply means your state isn't in accordance with your desire. If you want to experience your desire, you may have to jump into another state where you can do so. According to Neville Goddard, you can experience a state that is outside of your state of consciousness. And logically, it makes sense. Do you think you can experience something you aren't even aware of? Do you think you can experience something you can't even imagine? It is completely impossible. You can only experience those things that you can imagine and visualize, because feelings come from imagination and visualizations. So to experience a particular thing, you must be in a state where you can experience the desired thing. You must enter the state of being healthy if you want to be healthy. You must enter the state of being wealthy if you want to be wealthy. You must enter the state of being successful if you wish to succeed. You must enter the state of being in a relationship with the love of your life if you really want to be in a relationship. Well, in the manifestation community, people use many methods or techniques. They use affirmations or they do visualizations. These are actually tools that help us get there. When you want to manifest a desire but you can't imagine it, or if you have some negative thoughts, you can practice some techniques or write a scene and imagine it. It will help you get into the state of having your desires manifested. So if your thoughts are preventing you from manifesting your desire, you can make use of some affirmations or any technique that can help you change your thoughts and manifest your desire. If you are now living a life that you don't want to live, it can be changed by changing your imagination and consciousness. If for now you feel unhealthy, it can be changed by changing your consciousness. If now you feel that you are poor, you can become rich just by changing your thoughts. You have to jump into that state. Because once you're in that state, there's no power on earth that can stop your desire from being yours. Once you are in such a state, you are your desire, since it was never separated from you in the first place. Although you do in fact experience each thought, they don't necessarily reflect the reality of the outside world. Your thoughts are typically just fiction you make up for yourself to explain how the world works. Everything depends on how you see the world. You can become happy just by changing the thoughts that are making you sad. You have to have thoughts that can make you happy if you really want to be happy. We see the world using our imagination and thoughts. If we believe that the world is a good place to live, we will experience good things in our lives. And on the other hand, if we believe that the world isn't a good place, we probably will experience bad things in our lives. More significantly, he bought the pearl, and as a result, he is still educating us about it now some 50 years after his passing. Previously, Neville Goddard practiced astrology. In his early years, he would read people's astrological charts, and even teach others how to do so. But he had the salvos belongings of his in order to accept the fact that he was the god of his world. And he did that. He sold those outdated beliefs for the pearl. In his imagination, he thought that he was the god of his reality. And he was, well, like Neville Goddard. If you want to be the god of your reality, and you want to manifest your desired life, you need to buy the pearl of great price. Your imagination is a precious pearl because it makes you the god of your reality. It helps you control the circumstances in your life. But the question is, what does it take to buy the pearl of great price? Simply put, it takes sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice your thoughts and your beliefs. If you really want to buy the pearl at a great price, you may need to leave all the things you're holding on to in order to buy this pearl. Such things are beliefs about the horoscope, tarot card readings, psychic readings, rituals, luck, superstitions, and even signs, to name a few. You have not yet purchased the pearl the great price if you have studied Neville Goddard's teachings and are currently manifesting your desires while still holding on to some of your precious belongings. Neville Goddard talked about buying the pearl of great price in one of his special lectures. He said everyone in the world is using this one power, but they don't know it. So great is this pearl, so valuable that it takes everything you own to buy it. You don't go and liquidate your stocks and bonds. Now you don't sell your homes, you don't sell anything in the world of Kaiser. But it takes everything that you now believe in other than it to pay for it. You believe in astrology, you've got to sell it. You believe in numerology and teacup leaves and all these things. No matter what you believe has the power to control you, you've got to sell it. It takes belief, all these beliefs, and you've got to sell them. No one will buy them from you. But you give them up as worthless. Therefore, there's no price attached and no value whatsoever. But you can hold on to one thing you now believe in as a power that controls your life and still hope to buy the pearl of great price. Everything you now believe in, you've got to sell it. There is no other way to God but through Christ. I am the way, there is no other way. Well, now it's very clear. If you want to buy the pearl, the great price, you have got to sell all your old beliefs. This pearl is so precious. If you get this pearl, you will not need anything else. Neville Goddard often referred to Jesus Christ and the Bible. The Bible says you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. This is true. Once you discover the truth, it will set you free. The truth sets you free from all the things of which you were a slave. You truly feel free and fearless. How would you feel if you knew that you had all the power in the universe? How would you feel when you knew that nothing mattered but you? Of course, it makes you feel powerful. The pearl of great price makes you aware of this truth. As you know, according to Neville Goddard, you are the God, but many people don't believe it. We became the slaves of our beliefs when we were infants. The pearl of great price or imagination sets you free. It makes you conscious of your power and capabilities. Nothing outside of yourself. Your I amness has the power to give life to anything. There is no power outside of you that can give you, allow you, or grant you anything. There is nothing outside of you that manifests your desire. If you have fully understood this and are living by it, then you have sold your old belongings and bought the pearl of great price. The reason why Neville Goddard emphasized buying the pearl at a great price is that people are struggling with manifesting their desires. It's because they are struggling with negative thoughts. But when they get the pearl of great price, they will no longer need to manifest anything because they will just think and use their imagination and things will happen. The fact is that people rely on things outside of themselves to manifest their desires, when in fact, everything is within them. They don't need any external force or power, all the power is within them. Let me say that when you try to manifest your desire using some techniques like the SATs technique, or the telephone technique, the techniques don't help you with manifestation. You use your own power to manifest your desires. The technique that you're practicing helps you use your power in an effective way. So if you think that the technique you were using to manifest your desire will help you manifest or is the only way to manifest, you are thinking wrong. And it is a sign that you haven't yet bought the pearl at a great price. It is you who manifests, not the method you are using. You are simply assisting yourself with the technique. Keep this in mind as you manifest. The power lies within you. You manifest, not the methods that you apply. Even in the manifesting community, many people look for help from a tarot card reader or healer. People also believe in some signs. But I want to tell you that when you believe that anything outside of you can make you happy or sad, can help you in any way or can harm you, you're actually showing your own ignorance. You haven't yet understood your own power. The power of the whole universe lies in your thoughts. There is no universe, there is no world. And there are not any people living in that world. The whole universe lies in your imagination, because you can't think beyond it. So is your wonderful imagination that creates things. It is your own beautiful image that is the source of your reality. When you realize the power of your imagination, you become unstoppable. When you realize that only you have the power to act, you become fearless and courageous. But if you look for help from some force or something outside of you, it means you haven't yet realized the power of your own imagination. You continue to put more faith in the things around you than in your own God. You think that you would feel better if someone or anything could just offer you a sign and answer or some hope. If this is where you were at the moment, don't beat yourself up. That's okay, you are where you are. In our spiritual journeys, we've all been there at some point. However, If you want to take full advantage of this power, I suggest that you start saving now to buy that pearl at a great price. But since that pearl of great price can't be bought with money, what do you have to say for now? Indeed, you can't buy that pearl of great price with money. But you have to sell every belief. You have to leave behind all of your old beliefs. You have to get rid of all the negativity. You think that you can manifest your desires while believing that you are God and asking others for help. Of course not. When you believe that you are God, you don't need help from anyone else. If you believe that someone else can help you manifest your desire or that someone is more powerful than you, then you will manifest all the things you don't want but not your desire. Manifesting your desires requires you to believe in the power of your imagination. If you have some doubts, you will manifest the life based on those beliefs. We can't believe that we are the whole world pushed out at the same time, blame that same world for what happens to us. Desire things can only be manifested when you believe that you are the God of your reality.